you got the Jimmy Dore stank on you. And we can't be having you guest hosting and furthering your career at Jimmy Dore Show. So we're going to get rid of you. Everybody, our good friend James Lee, who guest hosted just a couple days ago for this show when we were in Australia on comedy tour, has just been let go by Breaking Points. He was a contributor to Breaking Points, you know. That's that Crystal Ball. And so he guest hosts for us. They immediately fire him. Well, let's listen. Let's listen to what happened.
There's a famous saying, all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. But once the fraud is exposed, then they must rely exclusively on force. And because my entire platform is literally dedicated to exposing fraud, it is maybe not a surprise that the powers that be are laying the hammer down on me right now pretty hard, seemingly all at once, and I could definitely use some of your support. So I'll start here. A few weeks ago, the pro-Israel Stop Anti-Semitism advocacy group named me Anti-Semite of the Week.
How come I've never been named that? I'm not even in the top 10 biggest anti-Semites in the country. I thought for sure.
Well, I mean, you're not actually anti-Semitic, and I think James was really posting those search things a lot. I mean,
yes,
dude, James has picked apart every single thing of the Charlie Kirk thing.
Yes,
to a Candace degree, and that no one can have that.
Okay, here we go.
For what? Simply daring to call out Israel's lies and deceit. And this is what they're citing as anti-Semitism. Me saying that, quote, Israel is a parasite to the world and that their survival depends on deception, bribery, manipulation, and coercion, and that the truth threatens its very existence, which is all just factually true. There is a reason why they have a multi-million-dollar annual Hasbro budget for this exact specific purpose. They also evidently did not like that I called out the fact that the state of Israel was literally founded by Zionist terrorists and that they quite literally invented terrorism itself. Also just factually true. Just Google the King David Hotel 1946 and you will know exactly what I'm talking about. They also say that it's somehow wrong to argue that the ADL's, in my opinion, bastardized version or definition of anti-Semitism is not actually about protecting Jewish people, but is instead about protecting Israel from accountability. So I guess trying to protect Jews is bad? Anyway, the Stop Anti-Semitism group was founded by this lady named Leora Rez, and their entire platform is all about getting people fired for criticizing Israel. Honestly, I think I should probably do a deep dive on them, and I think I will. But right now, they are literally telling people to mass report my account in order to deplatform me. And maybe, just maybe by coincidence, maybe not, I don't know for sure, but the second thing that happened to me in this last week was that my TikTok account was unceremoniously banned. For what specifically? I have no idea because honestly, I haven't even been posting there very much because they were censoring me anyway and I really couldn't post anything. People should know, if you don't know already, that the new owner of TikTok, billionaire Larry Ellison, is the largest private donor to the IDF, okay? And that the head of their content moderation is this lady named Erica Mendel, who is a former IDF soldier. But China is really the big problem, right? They were stealing our data, so the solution for that is, of course, to turn around and hand it over to Israel. That is totally what America First is all about. Anyway, and then you have the hat trick. Number 3, you guys remember last week when I talked about how Breaking Points decided not to air my interview with Elijah Schaffer, who is being sued currently by Kash Patel's girlfriend, Alexis Wilkins? Well, yesterday, their producer sent me an email notifying me that my relationship with them will end, quote unquote, effective immediately. The reason they cited is that they're, quote unquote, looking ahead to 2026 and making some changes in content and felt that my submissions did not align with their new direction. Not exactly sure what that means, but...
Well, what that means is you got the Jimmy Dore stank on you. And we can't be having you guest hosting and furthering your career at Jimmy Dore Show. So we're going to get rid of you.
Do you think their new direction is going to be pro-Israel suddenly, Breaking Points?
No, their new direction.
We decided to go in new direction. Different kind of news. We're going to cover different news.
Yeah, what a coinkydink. What a coinkydink. James Lee does amazing work, does great work. I'm thrilled that he's got time to guest host when I go on tour. And as soon as he does that, they immediately fire him. I mean, I feel bad for James, but he's going to be fine. By the way, everybody should go support James. He's starting his own new thing, his own website. And so everybody should go support him and follow his YouTube show and all that stuff. He does great work. 5149 James Lee 5149. That's his website. So there you go. Breaking Points.
Hey, congrats on breaking your cherry, James. I haven't.
This is almost as much fun as when Kyle Kalinske did 2 videos about me, and they both got 25,000 dislikes. They got ratioed by his own fans, and his channel went dead.
What was the topic, and what was it about?
When he was lying about the Anna Kasparian trying to blackmail me.
Smart throwing in with that one.
Yeah, except he forgot to mention that she was trying to blackmail me twice. He didn't mention it, and he did an hour-long video. So his whole channel shut down for 2 years, didn't add a subscriber, lost thousands of subscribers, and now his channel's picking back up again because he's becoming a Democrat. He's a full-fledged partisan Democrat, and those always do. But so if you just support the Republicans or you just support the Democrats, those channels always do well because you're preaching to a choir of people who just want to hear the mantra.
Which will be artificially pushed if you do that.
And plus, I'm saying there's also a YouTube donor. There's a big donor involved that has ties to inside the YouTube that gets them put on the nice algorithm.
They want everybody to go loyalty to Republicans or loyalty to Democrats.
That's what they want.
You can hear them when they mention populism, all these things. You could hear the distaste in their voice for it, like the foul taste of populism in their mouth.
That's right. Anyway. So now they fired James Lee. James Lee's going to be just fine. James Lee does great work. He doesn't need them. They actually need him.
If he ditched Big Pharma and told us the story on your show, I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, right? The guy walked away from Big Pharma money. So, yeah, I don't think he gives a shit. I think he's going to be fine. Everybody support James Lee. We support him over here. Come see me on tour in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Waikiki, Hawaii, and the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Hey, check out the story we covered about Gavin Newsom attending a COP30 climate summit while his own state faces unhealthy levels of air pollution. Click the video on the screen to watch.